Yo, what's good, fam? Look, if you spend a big deal of your life struggling with confidence, whether that's a sport, whether that's a field, whether that's your dating life, whether that's your social skills, whether it's just self confidence and being confident in who you are and your abilities, any of these things, this video is exactly for you. I'm telling you, as somebody who spent most of my life with low self esteem, low self worth, and struggling with having confidence, I can tell you from firsthand experience what it boils down to, why you struggle with it, and how you can start doing things differently to actually build your confidence. Because believe it or not, it's not something that you're born with. I know a lot of people may be just like me, where for a long time I thought that confidence is just something that is not something that you're born with. It's something that you actually grow and develop, just like a plant. I never knew that, so I'm just taking the time to tell you that now, that if you didn't have confidence and you think that it's just you either have it or you don't, that's cap. That's not what it is, and I'm gonna tell you how to do it. And before I get into it, if you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe if this brought any value to you, so that you can get more heat that I drop daily as far as value on building the life, building the version of yourself that you want to become. So make sure you like, subscribe, and if this brought value, share this to someone else. So the first thing when it comes down to confidence, first thing you need to understand what it is. Confidence is simply accomplishments and understanding something. That's basically in a nutshell what confidence boils down to. If you want to have self-confidence, that just boils down to how well you understand yourself. You know, if you don't have confidence, that means you haven't gotten the opportunity and taken time to understand yourself. Most of the people that are confident, they know their strengths. They know who they are. They know the value that they bring, all of these different things, and they own it. So what you have to do if you want to have self-confidence, you have to get down to a point where you sit down and you look at it, you write it out, list it out if you have to, whatever you got to do. But you have to be able to identify your strengths. Everybody have them. So what things are you good at? For me, for a long time, I didn't even realize the fact, I'm very athletic. I'm competitive. I'm great at singing. I'm great at making music, beats, songs, all of it. I'm great at developing athletes. I can take somebody who doesn't know anything or isn't really good at a sport, especially when it comes down to football and basketball, and I can develop them into a great player. That's just something I do. I'm a wordsmith. I know how to make a girl feel seen and heard. All of these things are things that I have qualities. And for a long time, I didn't even realize, you have a lot of value to provide. And I wasn't owning that. I wasn't even aware of it. I wasn't leaning on those things. And those are the things that would naturally build my confidence. So at the point when I realized all of these things, and I didn't even name everything, those are just some of them. When I started listing out the qualities about myself that are valuable to people, valuable to women, valuable to a workplace, valuable to society, that made me more confident, because if nothing else, I know I have things that are valuable, things to offer, and when you know that you're somebody, you're gonna be confident. So that's the first thing, is getting to know yourself. When you do that, you're naturally gonna be confident. The second way to build confidence, and this may be one of the easiest and most important in my opinion, getting in the gym. I promise you, as somebody who grew up as the fat kid, people call me fat boy in my family and all of these different things, because I was always overweight. I love to eat. I wasn't encouraged to work out and to value nutrition and having a clean diet and a sound and strong athletic body. Even though I played sports, that wasn't encouraged. So And I wasn't taught calories in, calories out, all of the different things to be consistent with in a gym with a regimen, all of these things that would build a strong and athletic physique. Nobody taught me those things. So I can tell you, as somebody who was the fat kid and overweight and didn't have confidence because I knew when I walked in a room, I didn't look good, or I didn't look the best I could look, versus somebody who spent several years working on their physique, working on their diet, and getting a much better physique and seeing the difference where I walk in a room, when I know I look in the mirror and I gotta have a big chest, I developed my arms, I developed a back, a V-cut that people typically love to see, a strong athletic build. You carry a different aura, a different level of confidence, because for one, you've accomplished something. That's another aspect of confidence. Confidence comes from accomplishment. In a nutshell, the second part of confidence is seeing evidence of you accomplishing something. So if you see evidence that you built a body, which you don't just accidentally do that, you can't pay somebody to do that. That's something that you have to earn if you're gonna have it. That's another thing that builds confidence, because you've seen evidence that, oh, I did this. This strong, athletic, 1% build that most people don't body, that most people don't have. Most people don't make the sacrifices to do all of these things. I did that. And when you walk into rooms and you see people, they know too. Because if you know that you look good and see what you built, other people are going to see that too. And when other people give you compliments and other things because they respect what you've done, that's going to add to confidence, because you get social proof of what you've built, what you've accomplished. That just pours lighter fluid on what you've already done as far as establishing confidence with what you've built with your physique. So if you want to be more confident, get in the gym, start eating clean, start working out consistently, change your body, improve your body, and your confidence as a byproduct will grow. That's the second way to build your confidence. The third thing, and this is when it comes down to dating, social skills, you actually have to get out and get reps in. It's just like basketball. Nobody becomes a great and a confident basketball player, confident shooter shooting the ball without getting reps in. If you never shot a basketball before, you're not going to be confident, because you don't understand the process of what it takes to consistently put the ball in the basket. So you hesitant when you shoot because you don't know if you're going to make it. You don't know if what you do is going to work or not. And it's the same way with your social skills when you want to go and socialize with girls or people out. If you don't know what to say, you're somebody who constantly says, I don't know what to say, I don't know how to handle a certain social situation, you just haven't got reps in. And it's a numbers game. So what you do to build confidence in that area with girls or whatever, you start having conversations. Honestly, you got to get to a point where you say, fuck the results, fuck getting a girl, fuck getting a date. It's development. That's the main focus, on developing the skills. Meaning, you get to a point where you can actually start a conversation. After 20 times of you starting a conversation with 20 different girls, hey, excuse me, I know this is random, but I was walking by and I saw you all passing and thought you were cute and just wanted to stop you real quick and say what's up. Once you've done that 20 times, out of those 20 times, you may not have positive results every time, but you're gonna get results. And once you've seen the fact that you talked to 3 or 4 or 5 extremely attractive girls and you opened them and they were receptive and you got into a conversation, you're gonna build confidence, because it's like, I've done this before and I've seen that this works. You gave yourself feedback that you're capable of doing something because you've done it. So in the same thing, once you do that, with asking enough girls out, eventually you're gonna figure out what works with how you ask a girl out or how you operate the interaction, where once you had success a few times with some beautiful girls you want to date, where based off of how you handle the situation, they like you enough where they want to give you their number, want to go out on a date. Once you've seen that a few times, you're gonna be more confident when you go into other situations because you've given yourself feedback and proof and evidence that you're capable and you've done it. So that's how you build confidence. You can't do that by being afraid and sitting on the side and not getting reps in, worrying about what to say, how to say it, if they're gonna like you, if they're gonna be receptive, if it's gonna work. That's not how you do it. That's counterproductive and opposite. You get in and you get reps. Even if it's messy, you get in, you get reps. You take time, you try again, and over time, you will build confidence through reps. So if you're struggling with confidence in any of these areas, like I said, understanding your strengths, who you are, getting in the gym, building yourself a great physique, working on your image where you look good and you look good in the mirror, and then getting reps in with talking to girls, talking to people. All of these things will naturally build the confidence in all of the areas: your lifestyle, your fitness, dating life, social skills, social life, all of it. So understand you got to do the work, because your confidence is just a reflection of what you do. If you want it to grow, you got to feed it. You got to water it, take action day after day, just like watering a plant daily. You do that, and before long, your confidence will be exactly where you want it to be. So that's all I got for this video. Like I said again, if this video brought any value to you, make sure you don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share this to somebody, whether you got a friend, relative, somebody you know that can use this information today. Share it to them so that I can help as many people as I can. And if you need more help, understand I have a community that I actually created for people looking to build their self-esteem, their confidence in all areas of their life so that they can create the life that they always wanted to have. I created that community. The link will be in the description. You can hit that link and that'll take you straight into the community. If it resonates with you, I'll see you on the inside. And I also want to let you know, to anybody looking for one-on-one help, that I do also offer one-on-one coaching services as well. If that's something you're interested in, you can DM me over on Instagram. My socials information will also be linked in the description. You can hit me up over on IG and we can talk about it. And like I said, where you go and what you do in your life, I want you to understand that's 100% all on you. And you got it. If you do the work, you will become the most confident version of yourself that you've ever been. And you deserve to have that. And I want to see you have that. So do the work. And like I said, where you go and what you do in your life is 100% all on you. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, peace and love.